Welcome to Organic Way of Life. My name is Jessica, and today I want to talk about the herb thyme. Now in front of me, you can see that I have the raw plant material thyme, and I have two essential oils that are both called thyme. And to the right, I have a constituent called linalool. So the reason why I have these in front of me is because one, I want to show you what the plant material looks like. So this is what thyme looks like in the raw form. Because I got it at the grocery store, it didn't exactly say which chemotype it actually is. And which is what I want to talk about today in this video is what is the difference? So first of all, I think we need to understand with essential oils that when you're purchasing them, you might find that the same name essential oil actually has, when you look below in the smaller italicized font, that you're going to see different names underneath the same name product. So both of these in the center, there's one with a red label and one with a green label. The one in the red label is Thyme vulgaris chemotype Thymol, and the one in the green is Thyme vulgaris chemotype Linalool. Now the reason why this is important when you're formulating and purchasing products is knowing why you're purchasing this essential oil to start with. So what is the point of the product? Are you doing it because you like the aroma of that specific essential oil, or are you formulating for a purpose? This is important because even though these are both thyme essential oils, they have two completely different chemical makeups. Now, how we know the difference is when you're purchasing essential oils, you should be purchasing from a supplier that gives you a GCMS report. And what that is that's going to be a breakdown of the chemical components that make up that specific essential oil. So it's kind of like the ingredient list, if you will, of that plant makeup. So when we're looking at that little actual raw plant material right there, that like I said, I don't know exactly which chemotype that is because it doesn't state it on the container that I purchased it from the grocery store. But when we're looking at it as a plant, that would take a lot of plant material to actually produce just one drop of these essential oils. Now, the difference is going to be that raw herb is going to have way more components, ingredients, if you will, that make up that specific plant. Now, because essential oils are not technically natural, just because of the fact it's man-made and we process and distill a lot of plant material to get these into essential oils. So because we're messing with the actual natural plant, we're going to have different chemical makeups that make up these essential oils versus the raw plant. So the raw plant is going to contain everything that makes up that plant. Now, when we distill, we're not going to get all those same components because some of the larger molecules are not going to be making it through that actual distillation process. So it's going to be different. So raw plant is going to contain everything, whereas essential oils contain plant parts. So, and then it goes even deeper to which way and method that plant was actually created to make that essential oil. But today I just want to talk about the steam distillation of these two specific essential oils, the Thyme vulgaris chemotype Thymol and the Thyme vulgaris chemotype Linalool. So again, these are two completely different constituents or essential oils. And I wanted to show the difference on the chemotype of the Linalool, because you can break it down even farther by buying specific constituents that are found in essential oils. So this is a breakdown of linalool, which is the main constituent that's found in the thyme chemotype linalool, which actually contains about 45% of this specific essential oil right here is created out of, contains a lot of linalool. Versus the thyme chemotype thymol oil, that only contains 5.8% linalool. So this is going to have less of this, even though they're both contain that specific constituent. The Thyme vulgaris chemotype Thymol actually contains 49.69% thymol, whereas in the linalool, it contains only 0.21%. So now again, even though it's the same plant, the chemotype is going to vary just because of the chemical makeup. And now what makes that up and why it's so different is because of the fact that it's due to the genetic and the environmental factors of where that plant is grown. Sometimes the plant is adapting by becoming resistant to local pests and diseases. Other times that plant is adapting to the soil, the altitude, the amount of rainfall, and there's other environmental factors. So that's another big reason of why it's really crucial to be able to see a GCMS report when you are actually formulating for a purpose. If you're buying it just because you like the smell and you don't really care about the therapeutic benefits, then it really doesn't matter. But my point today is to teach you to look at a GCMS report and make sure that wherever you purchase your essential oils, that they provide one of these for you, because it's important to know that they batch test every single essential oil that comes into their factory where they sell, just because you want to know what's in your product. Also, this determines if there's something that they've placed into that essential oil that's adulterated, or it just contains other things that you don't want to be present in your essential oil. So my point today is you want to know what chemotype. If you find an essential oil that has different names to it, what it is, it's the genus and species that you want to look at, and also to check out what the chemotype is, which will show you what the main constituent is. This is very crucial for formulating for a purpose. Thank you so much.